All right, here we go again, this time at Freiburg. We should be able to see them off pretty easily, I'm guessing, but I don't know. We went behind in the last home match, and here we are on the road, and we have done a lot of rotation. So we'll see what happens. At the moment, we're on top of the league with a goal differential of 8, 6 points after 2 matches, and so it would be nice to win this one. And we'll see how we do. We've got to rotate as well. This is the 3rd match we've had in, I think it's 9 or 10 days. And that's the part that makes this so brutal. And it's James there with it over to Bretel, looking for Iktia, and can't quite get it over to him. Bretel there in the back with that, and that didn't work as well. And here comes Joan over to Doan. And fortunately for us, he was offside, I suppose. It's a kind of a strange call. Korea down to Viangindis. Goes and finds Fagan Walcott back to Viangindis. Bertel looking for James, can't get it to him. And we have lost possession right away. And then we win it right back. How about that? Cool with it. Lumps this over for James, whose header, unfortunately, is not quite on the mark. And so remains scoreless here. We win this here in the back, and there's Holtzman, another one of the new signings that we have, over to James. Down to Viangidis, and there's Nektia. And it's Bertel with the shot, and that was saved. So we're about 3 minutes into this match. We've had a couple shots on goal already, which is looking pretty good. Fagan Walcott's header is up and over the goal. So remains scoreless, though we're seeing a lot of action here early on, and it's a lot like the last match that we played, which took us quite a while to get through. We pile on the pressure, and there's Jung again. He's good, and he's fast, and he's given us nightmares in the past. There's Doan over to Weishaupt. And there it is. Jung Woo-young gets his first goal against Augsburg this season. We had a hard time with him when we last played Freiburg, and it looks like everything is going to stay the same as it was before. Not a particularly good job there by who was this in defense? Fagan Walcott, who was trying to intercept and ended up missing it. So 1-0 for Freiburg. Here we go again. Korea over looking for Kuhl and can't quite get it to him. El Shewi here in the back with it to Korea. And this lumped over for James. James tries to cross and wins the corner in the end. There's Bertel to take it. That one's up and out. So it remains 1-0 for Freiburg. Bertel wins that to Kuhl. Kuhl up for Alonga and can't quite find him. So we remain down 1-0, and here comes Jung Woo-young again. And it's always dangerous when he has it. And he's been running us ragged. And he comes close to getting his second there. Fortunately, it looks like he was offside at some point in time in that, though I didn't see it. We're only 7 minutes into this match. It feels like we're watching it on full highlights. So there's Korea over to Kuhl. Kuhl, what a move. And can't find his guy. And we have almost lost it again. Here's Kuhl again, and it doesn't work once again. Alonga with this. Korea. Down to Bertel, over to Niktia. And his shot is up and over everybody's head, so it doesn't work once again. So we try to have a monopoly on as many of the fast young players as we can, and we're still losing 1-0. It's not working out quite the way that we anticipated. Bertel with this going to try to make something out of what was really nothing, and ends up giving the ball away very quickly. Joe Young wins it and then loses it, fortunately for us. Nketiah was offside. I guess that was right before the pass came in. It was kind of hard to see from that angle. And we almost run it down, but just not quite. We look like we're still just sort of a step behind. You can see that speed from our end is really coming in handy, but we're losing 1-0, and we're having a hard time getting in front of this ball. Günther over, and that's a shot on goal. We're more than happy for them to take that one. Yashin with the save. He's not going to be beaten by a free kick like that, but he is beaten when the defense doesn't do its job, and that's kind of what happened. And we've given up possession once again. Come close to getting that off of them, but it doesn't happen, and Weishaupt ends up with a shot that's wide open. I guess Jung Woo-young was offside at some point in time there, but again, it's a couple of strange offside calls here, at least I'm not seeing it. Flecken with the save, and here they come once again. It's Holtzman in the back winning this. Elshewe over to Alonga. They lose it right away. Jung over to Kaito, and here they come. Günther all the way down there. And that was another good chance on goal. Freiburg are going to be just like Leverkusen were for us last season. And we're still having a hard time trying to get the ball away from them as they're passing it around us and making it look really, really easy. It's going to be hard to score a goal if we can't get a hold of the ball. Günther with this again. And we'll just keep going back and forth. There's Alonga finally with the save, and his pass back to Yashin really, really poor and very dangerous. So, I mean, I guess there is a clear-cut chance here somewhere, but it was really a lot of just sort of dominant possession. Yeah, this is before that big sequence that we just saw, and Jung Woo-young almost getting a second goal there for Freiburg, and this is very, very concerning. I guess part of this is my fault for trying to go with some of the players who haven't started yet. But we need to do that because we have so many matches in a row. So we're down 1-0, and it's not looking so hot. Günther here with it. And Yashin makes the save, and there was Jung Woo-young again right in front of him, giving him all sorts of problems. Nketiah, and that's a poor pass. And again, I'm not sure if it's too many transfers we've had at once, perhaps. So that means the players don't know how to play together or what's going on. But we almost just went down 2-0, and it'd be kind of ridiculous for us to lose to this team. I know that we're away from home, but we should have a stronger team than they do, even with sort of the second string guys out there. Yagindis has won a corner, so there's that. We'll give this another try. And nothing comes of that. We're about 35 minutes into this match, and boy, we haven't had a whole lot of offense, but there's Alonga, and he catches the keeper napping, and it's taken away from him. What a job there by their keeper, able to time that just right and take it away from him before he could do damage. You're thinking Alonga is going to just round the keeper is going to be easy, but he loses it right there. So Flecken doing a great job for Freiburg so far. Is Bertel getting stuck in and couldn't quite come away with it. And Elshewe looks like he has hurt himself. I think that he did that last season as well, if I remember right. We're going to take him off once halftime comes. He's limping up there to get to this ball. He looks pretty bad. Roll with the shot, and that's deflected. So we definitely have the speed, I'll tell you that. We have a lot of speed here on this team, but what we don't have, I suppose, is the finishing. I think that's what we're struggling with now, perhaps. Or it may just be a cohesion problem. Taking walkout over to Bretel, and that is wide of the goal. And so we'll wait and see what happens. Korea wins this, and that doesn't quite get to Nketiah, and that's a problem. That's a major problem. I mean, they're passing the ball around us like we're not even there. There's Jong Woo-young, who might be offside. Yeah, he is. And there they have it again. Fagan Walcott does go back, and there's a pass back to Yashin, a little bit safer that time around. Well, Shawi barely able to run because his awful coach has decided not to take him off right away. About 2 more minutes here left of this, and then we'll be able to make our change and sort of think about what's going on. But yeah, down 1-0 here at halftime is not where we expected to be. Well, and we remain behind the 8 ball, definitely, and it's looking pretty bad. Gunther takes that out of, he was offside anyway, he took that over the line. And so here we go, everybody having a poor match. We haven't had the ball, and that's been part of the problem. Elshewi's going to come off, we'll put Vesteros in. And yeah, James is having an awful, awful match. We'll put Maradona in. And Kuhl has not done very well in his debut. We'll put Cha Bum-Kun in as well. And I think that's going to be about it for now. All right, we'll go for it from there. So we start off the second half down 1-0, and this is, as I said, a match that we normally would expect to win. So let's see what we can do to get this turned around. We're not able to do much to get this turned around. I mean, we just haven't had any possession. Holtzman heads this back to Yashin. And so the defense is definitely questionable here. Here's Alonga, and he loses it right away. And there's the second one. We're down 2-0 now, and there's only so much that we can do. This is another awful job by the defense. Fagan Walcott is sort of running around back and forth like he doesn't know where he belongs. And we'll give them probably about 10 more minutes, and then we'll think about maybe taking him off. He's been playing really, really poorly. He had a couple of those passes back to Yashin that looked really, really lackadaisical. So surprising from him. Maradona looks for Cha and just can't quite get it onto his head. And it remains 2-0 for Freiburg. They elect to roll it out instead of kicking it along, and they're going to just move it down the field again, and they've had pass after pass completed. There's Alonga with the interception, and he takes a shot, and there was some hope on that one, but it was wide. Maradona now looking for Fagan Walker. I can't find him. Vesteros wins that. Cha just can't get over to it. And man, oh man, I mean, they're just just passing the ball around us over and over and over again. Fagan Walcott tries to save that, and he ends up giving up a corner. We're going to take him off. Well, like I said, we'll wait until we get to 60 minutes. I don't want to act necessarily too rashly. But he's really having a poor match, and I think both of those goals are probably attributable to him. And so down 2-0, this may be our first match, our first loss of the season, and that shows you, as I've been saying, that this league is definitely not easy. And I mean, they're just passing the ball around us like we're not there. Maradona over to Korea to Bertel, and he couldn't get onto that one. And there's Jung Woo Young again. And we've been able to win that back. Hotel, and there's Nketiah, and he's onside, and he takes a shot and hits off the post and out. And that's the way this has been. Man, oh man. We finally get a break. There he is. He's got visions of glory in front of his eyes, and he somehow hits the post. As I said about Galich the other day, it's probably easier to score than it is to hit that post. We've done it now twice in 2 matches in succession. And I'm not talking about a shot from close in hitting the post. I'm talking about like a long-range shot. I mean, it's amazing the sort of luck that we're having. And it's just not working out, is it? Nketiah does win this. And then he was offside. We need to take him off. It's his debut for us here, and he hasn't looked so wonderful. And Cha Bum-Kwon is able to stick with that, wins it over to Alonga. Alonga, forward for Cha. Back to Alonga, Korea to Bretel, and his shot is deflected in the inside. And we still have not scored. We're about 60 minutes into this, and they've scored a third. I think he's onside. Well, let's take a look and see. Yep, he was onside. That's what I thought. It looked good. Yep, there's not even a question there. I mean, there was no reason to look at it. So we're going to pause the game here. We're going to make our substitutions. We're going to take 2, I think. Fagan Walcott, I mean, it's either him or Holtzman that we blame. I don't know which one. We'll put Simeu on. I know he's not very match sharp, but it doesn't look like anyone's match sharp. Then we're going to put Ronaldo on. Kind of nice to have guys like that to put on, but man, we're down 3-0. And I mean, I can understand a team like this losing, but we're getting stomped. We're getting absolutely dominated. This is pretty interesting to watch. Cha tries to cross it in, doesn't work. Nketiah wins it, and that's knocked out for a corner, and he's going to come straight off. I'm sure he's not going to be happy about it. There was Ronaldo lurking in the area, but didn't work out for him. And we remain down 3-0. Vesteros throws it in. Maradona wins it. Holtzman has not had a good match. Simeu just came on, comes over and wins this. Viaginidis over to Holtzman. Bagianidis, and he wins a corner, so it's something. You know, we need to score 3 goals. I mean, winning a corner here and there is not going to help us do that necessarily. Simeu can't get his head onto it, and it's out for a goal kick. Yashin ends up going up and grabbing that one. Throw over to Vesteros. Longa to Cha. Longa, and he just can't quite stay onto it, but he goes back and wins it. There he is again. Maradona over to Bagianidis. Korea to Ronaldo to Cha, and he shoots, and boy, that's just barely saved by Flecken. Well, that looked a little bit more like it. We're down by 3. I think we can get 4 goals in 20 minutes. 3 goals. I'm not sure if we can even get 1. We haven't looked like it here. Let's see what we can do. Not much there, and we'll see if we can get this ball back. That's deflected out. That's going to be another corner for Freiburg. Jung Woo Young again, and he gives you nightmares. We've given up another corner. 20 minutes left of this. There's Bretel. He wins it. Yashin able to grab that out of the sky, and that looks a little bit ugly. We're getting XG. We have a higher XG than them, but now we're down 4-0.
Torschütze heute Nachmittag für das Team der Torschützen.
So you think that you're doing all right. You think that you've got a good team put together and you've got players who can score. And I mean, I'm not sure what else to say about this. We're producing sort of, but we're not able to get enough of the ball to make anything really count. It's just one of those games. There is Cha over to Bertel, and his shot is saved. So we continue to struggle here against Freiburg, down 4-0. And this has been pretty ugly. Here's Korea with this. Back to Alonga, and his shot is up and over. Alonga also having a pretty poor match, but I think everybody here on our site's having a poor match. Unfortunately, our Greek friend there, Vagianidis, whose name I keep mispronouncing, is having one of the worst matches of his career, and I think that's been part of the problem and part of the worry. Maradona there for Cha, and he scores. So we do get back a consolation goal. Makes it 4-1, and that makes me feel a little bit better. We've shown that we can score a goal. So 4-1 it is. We'll take, I guess, another look at this, see if he was close to being offside. Not really. 10 more minutes left, and they put the goal awarded sign on top of the screen so we can't see what's happening. Bertel over to Maradona. Here we go. Cha down to Alonga. Bertel, and now we have a sense of urgency about us. Here's Maradona in a great position. He's been taken down. Well, how about that? We'll see if they give that as a penalty or not. He was definitely in the box. No penalty. No foul. Wow, you talk about not having good luck. Now, we don't even see a replay of that, unfortunately. That's one thing I wish we could see a replay of. I'd like to see that one again, but it looked at first glance like it might have been one, and here comes Cha again, but Ronaldo was offside again. I need to go and make sure that he can beat the offside trap. I'm guessing that's what would help. We're going to win this game on XG and lose it 4-1. It's not a total, like, getting FM type thing, but this has me a little bit concerned. You can see that this team, despite all of the big names that we brought in, this team continues to be pretty weak, and so the mystery of Football Manager continues. And, I mean, we just got totally trounced today. There's no question about it. I mean, they're just going to keep passing the ball around us, and we don't do very much about it. And that's the end of it. So Augsburg lose this one 4-1. And there goes the winning streak, I suppose. Man, that was a pretty embarrassing loss. We did get one back, so it could be worse. Freiburg now are in 15th place in this division out of 24. And apparently we wind up on top, but City and Juventus have a game in hand on us. So that means it's too early to really think about it that much. Yeah, we lose this one 4-1. How about that? Talk to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.